Right. Okay, so here we are with my to be paladin. If I decide to ever actually play this past what I'm gonna do, what I am going to do is I'm going to get this paladin to level 5, so if nothing else I can use it for storage, and if I ever want to actually play a paladin, I have one out of the newbie area and can get going. So what is up with these names today? Anyway, so paladin. This is the, I would say the one class in this game that I really like. I have very little actual experience with it. Most classes I have played to a certain, to somewhat decent of a degree, as in, by that I mean I have actually done either raiding with them or PvP with them or something along those lines. However, Paladin is the is one of the, I think, 2 classes that I have basically not done any raiding or any actual PvP with. I have leveled one previously, at least somewhat leveled one, but not to a great extent. I believe it was during Cataclysm. I leveled a Blood Elf Paladin. Yeah, I believe it was Cataclysm where I leveled a Blood Elf Paladin to max level, or just a little under max level, one or the other. I will need a shield because... Oh no, there was a 2-handed hammer in the from the quest. Although the 1-handed hammer might be better than this thing for a bit. So let's mess around with that. And I will... Okay, we got the Wolf Knight. We got level 2. Alright, all good. All good. And I should have a weapon in the mailbox. I don't remember if it was level 5 or not though. I possibly might want...
What can I do for you? See you soon.
Is
Watch your back. Safe travels. See you soon. How are you? Keep your feet on the ground.
Holy Paladin, maybe? It could be interesting. Because back in the day, when the game was young, it was vanilla, during vanilla, before Burning Crusade actually, I did raiding. I did raiding on a as a secondary raider. As in devotion aura, right? You want that?
What's on your mind?
Don't you? Yes, you do. Let's keep that shield. So.
No. See you soon.
On the essentially second group was the wait. Did I pick up the... Yes, I did. What was that? Okay, Frostmane Troll again. Alright, fine. As a chamois healer, my main was anybody really interested in that knowledge. By far my like most played class and most rated and PvP'd class has always being the priest. That's the one thing I have done basically everything with that I actually have done in this game over the years. However, my secondary raider has always been a resto chamois. So as a you know, when it comes to let's bring alts to the raid, well, now I have a resto chamois to fill in another healer slot because I enjoy healing. I really enjoy healing in this game. I really enjoy healing in basically every MMORPG I play. So there's that. So Paladin would be the one thing I have not. I did have only raiding and as in high-end stuff I have ever done with a warlock was during the vanilla days, because we absolutely lacked warlocks at one point in the guild. We were clearing stuff, you know, doing early, not early, but late clears with for people's like alts and whatnot, for funsies and such. So we didn't have warlocks for Molten Core, and so I specifically leveled with a couple friends, leveled warlocks specifically to, you know, rotate and fulfill that purpose. And that's the only raiding I have done on a warlock as well. But yeah, and yes, I have a whole lot of chamois PvP in World of Draenor. That's where I played chamois as the main instead of the priest, because I had a whole crap load of priests around for some reason at that time. Yeah, a little bit of random trivia here while I just whack things of what I have done in World of Warcraft. The other class I have not done any raiding with is warrior. Not so whatsoever, not raiding. Playing a tank has never really interested me. Never been all that interested in being the tank. So I haven't just, you know, done any raiding as a warrior. I did a little with a rogue late in. Okay, what the fluff was that expansion now? BFA, Battle for Azeroth. Because what I did was just for personal amusement, I leveled myself that's when I leveled the two things. Like for one, when Troll Druids came, I leveled Troll Druid for a little bit, but I never did any endgame with it. However, in Battle for Azeroth, when the Zandalari Troll came out, and those were released, that's when I leveled both a Zandalari Rogue and a Zandalari Druid. And I raided with both of those in BFA. But not much, I just did some basic stuff and whatnot, but no high-end real serious raiding. I wasn't... At that time, I didn't even have time to, like, seriously raid anyway. But it's like... It was, you know, I can say that I did some raiding with Druid and with Rogue. But the two classes I have never done any endgame raiding or PvP with. Warrior, Paladin. Warrior only interests me in the sense of PvP. Like, that's where I could see myself playing a warrior with a friend playing some sort of a healer. Or possibly a warrior rogue duo. That could be hilarious fun. However, generally when it comes to that PvP setup of any kind, I end up being the healer for warriors because I just enjoy playing healers more than warriors. So that's likely never going to happen. And the other thing being Paladin, obviously, because I never really played Paladin at high end.
Watch your back.
Not much anyways. I have done a little bit of PvP as a warrior, because I leveled myself a warrior at one point. Leveled myself an orc warrior and did some fury warrior stuff. You know, when dual wielding two-handed weapons became a thing. I wanted to see that in action, but I didn't really like. I ran like 1 or 2 battlegrounds with it, a couple of battlegrounds with it basically, and no raiding or such. So I can't really say I have done much with the warrior. And of course, at the end of vanilla, I played. I leveled a mage, and then you know, that ended up being a thing for me for a while in Burning Crusade. And then what happened in Burning Crusade is I ended up leveling a hunter, and then I did all of my PvP with a hunter in Burning Crusade, because that was hilarious. Oh well. All sorts of random trivia nonsense. Let me know, what class have you never played? I know there is really hyper-focused players out there who basically just pick one class in every expansion or and whatnot. I am kind of that way. Like, I like to experiment from the point of view that I like to understand how the other classes function, so that I understand a little bit of what they are doing and why. But for me, the one thing I will always and forever return to is being that healer. No matter the MMORPG, that will basically always be my main. You know, because I happen to enjoy healing. I happen to enjoy it a lot. Even in, I mean, there is some EverQuest Project 99 on my. I stream it occasionally, and some of it is also on my live. Where this video is as well, or this will end up as a video rather. That YouTube channel. So basically. For me, the whole healing thing started in EverQuest in 1999, and because like I tried a couple different classes, like to play them, mostly just to like I wanted to see all the like starting areas and so on, and so I tried a bunch of different things, and then I settled on the cleric because that seemed like fun, and as in a dark elf cleric of all things, that seemed like fun, and so I ended up raiding as a dark elf cleric and doing basically all the raids, all the way through the first 3 expansions. The basic, well, 2 expansions. The basic game, Kunark and Belias expansions, and then not all the raids in Lochlin. In the Shadows of Lochlin. However, I did a bunch of stuff in there, and then for Planes of Power release, that's when I had to stop gaming for a year due to some real life commitments. And then I just didn't return to EverQuest after that, because by that point, World of Warcraft was out. And so moved over to World of Warcraft with folks from EverQuest, which is another interesting talk on its own that I will get to at some other point, but I'm not gonna go on to that ramble here, because It's one of those. It's one of those things that will absolutely piss off folks for whom World of Warcraft was the first MMORPG. So that, consider that a teaser. It will. If this was your first MMORPG and this kind of questing and exploration and all of that is what you did in this game. Well, tune in to that other ramble at some point, wherever that will be, because that's going to be interesting. All right, level 4. We can afford 1 spell. No, not 2, but after selling all of that, oh well, that's fine. Let's pick up something. Was Judgment level 4 or level 6? I guess we'll find out. I think it was level 6. I know it's kind of early, but not crazy early. I could actually consider these here. I'm just considering the spell placement on my hotbars for the future, so that I get used to them in one location, you know, and then happen to move them around, and then I'm like, wait, why am I clicking the wrong keys? All of that good stuff, which is a possibility and quite common issue. Where was the Paladin trainer? There you are. This is what I like.
How are
I
you?
have no idea who's Paladin what. Oh, you get Judgment level 4? Okay then. Apparently I can afford both. You're getting both then. You are getting both then. Blessing of Might. Here. Here you go, have Blessing of Might. Do that for myself as well. Judgment goes here. For the moment, until I figure out a better place for it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be there for a while. What I tend to do, when it comes to a class, is that I actually do all my hotbars in an Excel sheet, or rather a Google sheet, because it's like stopped using Excel ages ago and just use Google Sheets instead. However, I input all of this, like this is bar 1, this is bar 2, all of these keys, this is bar 3, and all of this stuff is for completely. And I go and I simply go through the list of spells available for the class, and I go like, okay, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, and there are specific stuff which always goes for me in specific keys. For example, the D key here, that's where any kind of an interrupt or silence or you know, basically a rogue's kick or counter spell for a mage and so on, those always go on that key. And if the class doesn't have it, I'll figure something else in that place, which does something similar function. It might end up being this here, actually, because I don't think Paladin has a kick or a silence, so this might make sense. This R key, this is where I always and forever put like a dispel. If I have cleanse, like cure poison or whatever, it goes here. N key, this is where I stick some kind of a instant cast damage spell. Basically, it's my I treat it as my pull and engage button for the most part. Depends a little, like some classes it works a little differently, but that's the main pull and engage button I do. Okay, so how this worked was I need the seal active to be able to judgment it into a target, right? So the seal is active, I'll smack it into you. The seal goes on inactive. Okay. Alright then. At least remember how that functions. But yeah, like my understanding of Paladin as a class comes out of Cataclysm days and after. Mostly Cataclysm, that's where I leveled the Paladin, the Blood Elf Paladin. However, I have no idea how vanilla Paladin works because during the vanilla days I did not play Alliance at all. I purely and utterly played Horde and nothing else in vanilla. Okay, this is where having a ranged attack is really nice because you can pull these things one by one. If I walk in there, I aggro at least two, maybe the third one. But having this ranged pull is actually really good. Oh, did I forgot to pick up the box? Alright, I'll have to go back there. In just a sec. Dang it, I forgot to pick up the box. I was too busy considering how the fluffy seal works. Ooh, nice crit. And also using the seal triggers auto attack. That is interesting. It starts auto attack. That is really interesting. But yeah, if you're so inclined, let me know what is your go-to class when it comes to MMORPGs or playstyle even, possibly, if not specific class. And do you have classes which you haven't done things with in this game? I mean, yeah, sure, I'll even take those on the YouTube comment section, obviously. This is a nice amount of buffs to have at a level 4. Attack, melee attack power and an aura. No wonder. Might be like a Paladin Warrior combination might be really good. Or Paladin Rogue. As I just basically just considering a duo combination of like for leveling and stuff. Because if you can buff the armor of a warrior or the armor of a and of course you have heals of a rogue in addition to giving them more damage, it's really stupidly good combination. Oh, I didn't pop that up. No wonder I didn't find any treasure. Okay, I still need a few whelps. Annoyingly enough. This guy is killing them too here, huh? Alright. Oh, looks like I have to run back and... At least I get a chest piece. A flimsy one, but a chest piece. Who knows? If I get you know, dragged into this thing, I might actually level myself a paladin here. That would be a brand new experience from the point of view that I've never actually had one. Past those early levels, or rather, past those whatchamacallit, Cataclysm days. You there! Fight me! I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult to get a paladin to 25 at least, to just have one hanging around and then give it a bash. Maybe, Maybe even go heal Paladin. Can you do heal Paladin
What can I do
at level
for you?
25? Yep, that is better. Oh, actually, you get the two-handed hammer right here.
See you soon.
I'm gonna go with that. Okay, I'm gonna turn all of this crap in first, so we don't need that because I need to sell, clear out the inventory. Didn't find 2 bags. Man, that warrior was insane. I found 2 bags while leveling through here with a warrior. That was just crazy. Oh, I forgot to buff that guy. Should have paid attention and buffed him. You know what? We're gonna buff this Coldridge Mountaineer instead. Here you go. Have buff. Buffing guards didn't really do anything in this game, but EverQuest days. Back in EverQuest days.
Can I help you? Be seeing you.
Great to meet you.
When people would actually like grind city guards for XP. Let's use this. Wait, that didn't actually teach me the rune? What? What?
Well met. Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay. So it didn't actually teach me the rune, even though I... Okay, what? Alright, fine. Fine. I thought it said click this. As in to learn it. Was I not paying enough attention to it? What? Okay, fine. We can get a new one while we clear the thing. So it didn't teach me the rune. Really? Okay. Well then. So, to finish that thought. EverQuest. People would actually grind city guards for XP because, you know, in some places you would be able to pull guards nice and easy and do them for XP. And such. So that was a thing. However, what that meant is that you could do things like buff guards for a reason. To try and annoy people who, you know, were grinding guards. You give like damage shields and health buffs and armor buffs to guards. That would be one way to screw around with people who were grinding on guards. But nobody really grinds on guards in this game, so buffing guards doesn't really make a difference. Okay, please tell me I can get a new one of those things. Help this guy out so it doesn't get too mothers on him once. Okay, so apparently I am not getting a new one of those. Do I have to abandon the quest and redo it? Is that the thing we have to do here? I have a feeling that is exactly the thing which is happening here. Let's see. Yeah, okay. You're one of those guys, huh? You are one of those assholes, huh? That's basically where games die the fastest. Where people like just, you know, where it's like me, and what I can do and what I do right now, instead of us. What can we do right now? Let's just hearthstone out of here. I mean, I have this building inspiration thing, and I'm like, am I supposed to like whack things, or what am I supposed to do with it? What the? Oh! Okay, well that... Right. I didn't pay enough attention apparently. Right, I don't have a cloak. Okay. Well, that explains it. I did not pay enough attention. I was just looking at the buff and I was like thinking of well, something's going wrong. But apparently I have to use the shield 10 times. Alright, well... I wish there was a counter. Thankfully it's not a lot. But of course I am not using judgment randomly because that means... like... use it as a... specific thing and not something I do like just on cooldown for funsies. Because this is not mana efficient at all. And I would much rather save my mana for other things. Oh, it has a counter on it. I didn't... Okay. Well then. Okay, that's an interesting system. Now I know how it works. Especially if all runes work this way for the paladin. It took a moment to like, because I was like, yeah, I see the buff, but nothing was happening, and I didn't realize. That this is a relic. I mean, I just read it as you learn a new ability, but I didn't realize that it's after using 10 abilities. That part I didn't apparently read well enough. Oh, no. Learn new things, and learning stuff is fun.
Great to meet you.
See you soon. Sales better to vendor. One more. There we go. Okay. It says learn a new ability, but I haven't learned a new ability, have I? No? No? Okay, now I click it to learn it. Alright. Okay. Oh, Crusader Strike. Well... with that on, why would anybody... it's about being a retribution, huh? I have no idea. I have no idea if there is any good healing rune for to play a Holy Paladin. Yeah, no idea. Probably end up playing that priest anyway. I really like my priest. I really like priest. Okay, so where is you, Mister?
What's on your mind?
Aha.
Be good.
Give me those tarnished gloves. I will wear them instead. Instead of these boar handler things. Okay,
What can I do
weaponsmith.
for you?
Buy the crap. Let's
Safe
get the
travel.
hell out of here. Get the heck out of here. Okay, so things make sense here now. And what I will do is macro it up right away. It's in here. Whoop. And I can essentially, yeah, I can drop this entirely. This thing doesn't have a mana cost. You know what? Let's leave the auto attack here just in case. Just in case I end up changing the rune to something else to begin with. No mana cost, so you just use this every 6 seconds.
No, keep your feet on the ground.
That would be the reason to
Honor
play
observed.
Retribution Paladin, huh? 25% weapon damage and 2% mana regen. Ooh! 2% mana regen every 6 seconds. That sounds really flopping good. Means you don't really run into mana issues too much. Actually don't know how much mana issues a Retribution Paladin would even run into. No idea. Maybe while you're if you're juggling a couple auras, or you're trying to get blessings out and stuff, maybe that way might have mana issues, and especially keeping up a seal all the time. Oh, somebody has killed the thing over here. All right. So what I need to do is make the auras into a cast sequence macros. To switch, basically just keep clicking on a single button to switch between the auras. I'm suddenly liking this paladin idea a lot. This may end up happening at some point. Might level the priest first and then do a paladin for a follow-up. Could be fun. Aha, I have Blessing of Might. I don't know why people just, you know, don't buff everybody they randomly come across while they are just walking around. I understand not buffing people while you are fighting stuff, because you want to conserve your mana and, you know, move on to the next mob and keep doing that. But while you are just wandering around like this, I'm just running from point A to point B, I am buffing everybody who comes across. Who I come across. That random warrior and I happen to be a mage, yeah, I have an intelligence buff. You don't really need it. It like might have a minuscule difference in how fast your weapon skill goes up, but who cares? Here you have a buff. Same thing with a Blessing of Might, especially if that mage has a wand. Will never use Blessing of Might for anything if they have a wand. But here, have a Blessing of Might. Doesn't hurt at all, at least.
How are ya? Off with you. You got my
Okay,
attention.
so what I need is a mining pick and a skinning knife. Thank you very much.
How are
Give
you?
me this. Give me this stuff. Yep, I had a level 5 axe.
Hi. Safe travels.
Let's take
Watch your
water.
back.
I have plenty to drink.
How are you? See you soon.
I need more bags, huh? Right. You go here, mining pick. Do this. Oh. Almost forgot this guy's quest, huh?
How are you?
Dude,
got my
give me the
attention.
quest. Here we will go and train 200 axes. And get ourselves skinning and mining. Yo, dude, you look like you need some blessing of might in your life.
met.
You too. Have
How
one.
are you? Hi. Great to meet you. Safe travels. Here there. Watch your back. What's on your mind?
And this guard too. Ah. Okay, so what I also need is the macro. That one. Here, thank you. But as soon as I take mining, we have a macro to switch between mining and treasure finding. Not that I will probably ever use the treasure finding part of it, but who knows? Might be useful at some point or another. So just have it over there. Have it over there. Did we hit? Yeah, we hit level 6. Nice.
Great to meet you. Well met. What can I do for you?
City of Iron Forge. Okay, let's go learn trade skills first and then run to the weapon skill trainer after. You know, mage, you know what? Have some might in your life. Ah, awesome. Somebody who was awake. And buffed back. Fantastic. I don't really look for a buff back, I just, you know, if somebody notices and does that, fantastic, I don't care. Otherwise, I don't buff people just to get buffed back.
Greetings.
Pie vendor really needs some might. I mean, walking around and selling pies all day has got to be tiring. Oh, I am on the wrong damn side. Oh, actually, since I am on here and I have the money for it, Let's grab first aid right away. Let's grab first aid right
Hello.
away into the bar. Give me first aid.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Do the same with cooking, but I mean, cooking cooking can wait. Very much wait until I am until I am doing the fishing. That's the thing. Mining trainer.
Off with you.
And then I wonder, has anybody actually walked down the stairs instead of jumping over the ramp? Unless you are trying to do the whole roleplay thing. You are the skin thing. I already bought the thing. Now let's go find a guard who tells me. Yeah, there you are. Tells me where the weapon trainer is.
How are you?
Weapon trainer.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Number 1 arms shop in the military world area. Okay. Fine. Hold on. So... Oh yeah, click this button. So that the find minerals is on. Oh right, yes, they were in here. Okay, now I remember. Meat vendor.
For ya.
You know what? Which one of you?
What's
You
on your
probably
mind?
terrain two-handed access. Yes.
What's your
Fantastic. Now I can just put on a proper weapon. Yeah. Okay. Now I have a Axe of the Wolf, Agility Spirit. Not great, but I mean, going from 2.6 damage per second to 7.0 damage per second, then those stats are kind of meaningless. It don't matter. Don't matter at all. Okay, so yeah, I think this is it. I'm just gonna sell the old hammer away.
How are ya? See you soon.